Hi, I'm Arden Kaywin, and today's episode of the Pro Singer Success Collective is about the question that you need to ask to get where you want to go. Stay tuned. So we have a really interesting topic for today, which is the question you need to ask to get where you want to go. And so it's an idea of a question, one question that can really change the trajectory of your singing and your career and your journey and everything that you want to do with it. And the way I feel about it, and in my experience, when we're looking for answers on anything, whether we're feeling stuck because it seems we're just hearing the same advice over and over again, if we're just feeling the same, we're just getting the same methods over and over again, the same answers over and over again that don't help us, what it means is that we're asking the wrong question. And if you want better answers, you've got to ask better questions. So if you feel like you have been on the same merry-go-round with your technique for a long time, and you just keep hearing the same things and nothing is shifting for you, right? Then it's like, okay, we got to ask different questions, better questions. If we keep creating the same things over and over again in our career and on our journey and on our path, and we're tired of it and it's not getting us where we want to go and we feel stuck, and we're just hearing the same advice over and over again, then we need to start asking better questions to get better answers to get where we want to go. And so from where I sit, I think that most singers and a lot of you guys are asking yourself the wrong question. And notice I said question. I didn't say questions, because I really think there is one question that most singers, most humans ask themselves that actually keeps them stuck. And especially if you're a singer, that keeps you stuck instead of on the trajectory of getting where you want to go. And, I think for most singers, whether they want to or not, whether they realize it or not, they spend a lot of mental energy trying to deal with this one question. And the question is, what if it doesn't work out? Right? Have you seen yourself or other singers asking this question, but what if it doesn't work out? And maybe it's not always conscious, but it's in that little inner critic, that little voice of doubt in the back of your head. What if I do all this and what if it doesn't work out? What if I never make it? What if I'm never able to make a living as a singer? What if I'm rejected by the industry? What if I'm a recording artist and I don't get a record deal? Or I'm an opera singer or a Broadway singer and I don't get cast in the big productions? What if I'm never able to really break in? What if I try and I fail? What if I can't do it after all the training and all the effort that I've put in? And this one question, I believe, really stunts singers' growth very severely, because it prevents you from taking inspired risks, from doing something different, and from having a shot at success. And in the meantime, when singers are busy in this what if it doesn't work out spin, they're also wasting the one most important non-renewable resource that we are all given, which is time. Right? While this question, what if it doesn't work out, continues to run on the treadmill in their minds, getting nowhere fast and preventing them from success, hours turn into days and weeks and months and years, and nothing changes, because the fear of what if it doesn't work out is preventing them from taking inspired action. So 3 more years pass and they're still putting themselves out there and coming up short. 5 years in, they're wondering if it's time to let the artistic dream go and maybe commit to a real job, get a normie job, and maybe continue to sing at church or for events or things like that, but not in the professional, big time, higher level way that they know they could. 10 years in, they're bitter and jaded and resentful that all that hard work and time and money that went into their singing didn't count for anything. And I don't want you to end up there, you gotta ask better questions, because better outcomes come from better questions. Ask any scientist, you guys. This is just normal scientific thinking, experimental thinking. When we ask better questions, then we get better answers. When we ask different questions, we're not going to keep getting the same result and the same path and the same answer, right? Better outcomes come from better questions. So what if it doesn't work out? What if I'm not going to make it? This can no longer run on autopilot and auto repeat in your head. It cannot, because it will keep you stuck. And if you keep doing what you're doing, you are going to keep getting the same results. And actions are informed by thoughts. So if you want to change the action, you got to change the thought. If you want to change the singing, you got to change the thinking. Any of you who work with me, or if you've been following me for a long time, you know that this is going to be tattooed on my forehead. It's going to be on my gravestone. Changing your thinking changes your singing. Okay? So if you want a better question, you got to know what it is. So the better question, the question I want you to ask is, what if it does work out? What if shifting this one little thing, taking this one step, making this one commitment, putting myself out there in this way, doing this kind of training, working with this collaborator, what if that's the one thing that's going to shift the ship? That tiny degree that right now feels like a tiny degree, but all of a sudden, in a month from now, you're way over here. And in a year from now, you're over here. And by the time you realize it, you are in a different level and a different normal. That's the question that I want you to ask. What if it does work out? What if you could build the foundation for your singing and for your success that you want in the next 60 days? What if you could start opening doors with your voice that have brought in more income? What if you could book your first equity tour? What if a song you wrote is charting in the Billboard Top 30? What if you could get the role that you have always wanted in the next audition? And you guys, P.S., all the things that I just listed, these are all real results from singers who've gone through my program that have happened in the last year. So what if you could do all of that? Ask a better question. What if it does work out? What would you do? Right? What if it does work out? Would you be willing to ask for help if you could do all of that? If that was the future that was in the mindset, would you be willing to ask for help, implement the expertise, and do the work to have everything that you want? If the answer is yes, then it's time to make a change and get the support that you need to get there. Because you guys, this is a rough path sometimes, especially now when singers' thinking is going down the tube. I talk to so many singers, and the mindset, because of everything that's going on, is just contracting you guys and keeping you thinking small and like nothing's possible. And so you're not doing anything and you're not looking for what is possible, and you are going to stay stuck. And I don't want that for you. Okay? So if you would be willing to ask for help and implement the expertise and do the work to have everything that you want, then schedule a call with me. And I'm going to teach you how to start asking even better questions when it comes to your technique, when it comes to your mindset, when it comes to your artistry, to build that foundation upon which a successful singing career stands, COVID or not. This is a circumstance we're in, you guys. So we got to shift. We got to be nimble. And if the mindset is in that, well, everything sucks, what if it doesn't work out, all of this lack, then that is where you will stay. But if you learn how to ask better questions, if you learn how to get on the other side of the technical issues that are keeping you stuck, and the other side of the mindset issues that are keeping you small and not helping you get to the level you want, right? Then it's time for the support and the proven plan and the expert mentor to help you get there. And, the longer you wait, the longer you stay in what if it doesn't work out? And then The more auditions that you're not putting yourself out for, the more roles and opportunities you are not getting, the more shows you are not booking, the longer you wait, the longer you stay. And what if it doesn't work out? The more recordings you're not making, the more audiences you're not reaching, the more doors are staying closed to income that you could be making, right? You guys, there is a cost to staying stuck. There is a cost to inaction. You only have this one life, and you cannot get that time back. So if singing is your life, if this is your passion, if this is your gift, and you know that this is what you are put on this planet to do, and you know you have the talent and the passion, but you don't know how to get from where you are in your singing right now in your career to the level that you know you are capable of getting to, you just can't seem to harness the power to get there on your own, then you need an expert and you need a mentor to help you identify and clear the blocks in the technique and in the mindset that's going to help you launch to that next level and stay there, who can guide you past these blocks so you can succeed at the level that you want, and so that you can bring your voice to the world in the biggest way possible. And so I invite you to book a call, and I don't want you to be shy. This call is free and I'm here to support you. But a reminder, this call is only for singers who are serious. I am not interested in talking to singers who just want to kick tires and just want to get a little technique advice, or that's not what this is about. This is for those of you who have training and you have experience and you have been out there doing the hustle and making records or doing shows, and you are getting a little bit of success, but you just can't seem to make it sustainable. You're freaking out and you don't know how to keep this going. Okay. So if you're just at the beginning of your journey and you haven't studied and you haven't made records, or you haven't been putting yourself out there on auditioning and doing all that stuff, that's okay. But this is not the call for you at this time. You need to go and find a teacher and get that basic technical learning, get the baseline of technique, the breath support and the resonance work, because a lot of the insecurity and the stuff that might be making you feel like you don't want to put yourself out there and the inconsistency can be fixed with some really just solid, reliable technique. So go do that first. And I guarantee you it will help 90% of the issues. But if you have that, and you have worked with teachers one-on-one for a significant period of time, and you have been putting yourself out there, and you're just not making it at the level that you want and you know you have in you, and you feel blocked and you don't know how to get from where you are to that next level, that next big impact, this is the call for you. These are the singers who I work with, and these are the ones who did all those things that I said before when I said that my singers are creating. These are the ones who are charting on the top 30 and who are getting signed with major agents. They had all of the information, but they were missing the transformation, and that's what we do here. So if you're a newbie, that's awesome. Go get the information, go take lessons, and build that technical foundation. If you have that and you feel really stuck and you don't know how to get from where you are to where you want to go, then let's talk. Let's talk. Don't wait a moment longer. Start to learn how to ask the more powerful questions. And what we do is we get on the phone for about 45 minutes and we get some clarity around what's going on in the singing and in the mindset, and why you're so stuck in this spin of what if it doesn't work out, or how am I ever going to do this? How am I ever going to get past all these fears that I have? So we're going to lay out a battle plan that's going to allow you to finally overcome what I call the stinking thinking, the spin of the mind that's really interfering with the singing and the technique and the journey, and undermining your artistry and keeping you sidelined in your career, so that you can consistently put yourself out there, play big. Don't keep yourself small. Learn how to nail those auditions and rely on your voice. Nail those performances and recordings. Have that confidence so that you know that every time you open your mouth to sing, you will make an impact and get noticed by the decision makers in your industry. And it all starts with asking a better question. What if it does work out? And then ask yourself, would I be willing to ask for help, stay accountable, do the work, if it meant that at the other side of that, I was singing with a whole new reality and a whole new mindset in my career? And if the answer is yes, then copy the link and book a call with me today. More powerful questions, you guys, lead to more powerful answers, which lead to more powerful opportunities. And the magic of the call is that it's filled with powerful questions that are going to get you thinking about the direction that you've been in and the direction you want to go. And if I can help, I will show you what that looks like. And if not, that's okay too. I will give you the direction to somebody else or something else that can support you. So remember the maxim, and it will not lead you astray. More powerful questions lead to more powerful answers, which lead to more powerful opportunities for radical change. And the singers who take those opportunities and who recognize them are the ones who thrive. And in 2 months, you guys, you could be singing with a whole new reality and a whole new threshold of what you're capable of. So I invite you to book a call. And if you have any questions about this idea of more powerful questions, please ask. Ask me a powerful question about powerful questions. All right, you guys, sending lots of love. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into today's episode. If you want to subscribe, click the link right over there that says subscribe. And if you want to book a breakthrough session with me, which you absolutely should do, then click the link right over here that says book a call to schedule an appointment to speak with us. I'll see you on the next episode.